create yourself. I feel like it's been, what are you doing? A very long time coming since I thought about starting a YouTube channel, and now finally we are here. So I thought just like it would be good. I thought it would just be good. I thought it would be good. Anyway, whatever. I wanted to introduce myself a little bit more formally to this platform, I guess. Can you not? That tea is not for you. No. Yeah, I wanted to introduce myself a little bit more formally and give you guys a little bit of backstory into what this is going to look like, what my channel is for, and a little few facts about me. So, without further ado, I wanted to start this channel mostly because it's important for me to be able to have a platform that gives me a little bit more time to show you guys some tutorials for adults, for kids, for them together, for parents to do with their children, for that kind of thing. So there'll be dinners and snacks and healthy treats and things that kids can take as school lunches, that kind of thing. And then kind of filtered through that will just be fun chats like this. What am I doing with my hands? Anyway, so that's pretty much what the platform's going to be for. I've wanted to do it for a really long time, but just haven't really had the time or the space, or maybe the creativity. I feel like it's the right time to do it. Anyway, so that's what the platform's gonna be for. Tutorials, fun chats with me, that kind of thing. And other than that, I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys about where I'm at. Hello. Yeah, you can. Come here. So, what was I saying? You get the gist of what the YouTube channel will be and what my platform will look like, and there'll be lots of Sunny because I feel like, you know, everyone wants to see her. But let's rewind a little bit back to when I was a kid. One of the things I wanted to talk about with you today, and I get questions like this pretty frequently, is like, was I always into food? The short answer is no. The slightly longer answer is that I was a fussy child, a fussy teenager. I then developed some weird eating habits around like what I thought was healthy and not healthy, and anyway, mostly I guess what people are asking is the child thing. I was fussy. I ate like fish finger sandwiches, iceberg lettuce, hot chips and mayonnaise, and that was pretty much it. So no, I didn't always eat healthy or what is perceived as to be healthy. I now eat heaps of different stuff. The only thing I still don't like is olives, so don't ask me to eat an olive. And oysters are a on the fence thing. I feel like I have to work myself up to eat them, and then I eat one, I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. But I wouldn't just like willingly like chow down an oyster. Anyway, that's that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is kind of like my journey with how I've gotten from where I was to where I am today. And a big part of that is the fact that I had 2 family members that died in a car accident last year. My stepdad and my younger brother, who was 10. While it's been one of the hardest years of my life, and that is not an understatement, it has really allowed me to say yes to certain things and say no to a hell of a lot more. I subsequently lost my job after the accident. I then started working for somebody else who didn't really align with my values, but I felt like I had to work because I had to support myself and support my relationship and pay my rent and pay for food and all of that, and I got pretty unwell. I had a lot of reflux, a lot of stomach digestive issues, and a lot of stress and anxiety that I was putting on my body. And for someone who already struggles with anxiety, that was like weighing me down. So now, fast forward a few months, the start of this year came around, I worked from home for a little bit, and then I quit my job. And when I quit my job, a few things happened. I realized that you don't have to just work to survive. That, I think, is the most important lesson about this. You need to work because you love your job. Yes, if you have a family, you need to support your husband or your partner and your kids if you've got them, your pets. But if something is making you so deeply unhappy that it's making you physically unwell, something needs to change. And ultimately, no matter how many times people say it, if you're not looking after yourself, you can't look after anyone else. So that is my biggest lesson this year, is go in and work out what it is that you would do to make your life the best it can be. And that kind of leads me to the next part of this. And that is that recently Bobby, my partner, asked me what would I do for free. So what kind of job would I do where if I didn't get paid, I wouldn't mind. And while everyone deserves to be paid, it's important to think about what you would do for free. My first response was open a community garden and run a community garden with programs for kids and adults, and learn along the way how to teach people about food. That's the biggest thing I would do. And second to that, I would cook. I would cook every single day of my life for free because I love it. I love being in the kitchen. I love having people over and making dinner, and even just feeding Bobby or my family, you know, and that's a really big thing to realize. And so for me, again, another really big lesson this year is, what is it actually that I want to do in my life? Is it work for someone else? Is it create my own business? Is it listening to what it is that I really need from my life? And to tie that in with what happened last year after the accident, is that made me realize all of this. It made me realize that you don't have to just work to survive and to be in this like rat race with everybody else. You need to work to earn money to make yourself happy and to be able to live comfortably and ultimately do the things that you want to do, not have to do. The other thing is that I wanted to talk about, that I thought you might want to know, is what I've done for study, or what I plan to do kind of in the future. I've just finished a health science diploma, which is just a stepping stone into something else. I plan to go and do a permaculture course so I can learn more about sustainable gardening and organic practice and biodynamic practice as well, about kind of giving back to the earth in order to, Sunny's snoring, in order to kind of, what was I saying? Oh yeah, give back to the earth. And other than that, I'll be wanting to finish a nutrition degree somewhere, somehow, don't know. But I'm hoping that I can just spend the next 6 to 12 months kind of settling into the online world and kind of just resetting a little bit, because I feel like the last couple of years have just been crazy, and I need to just take a step back and reassess like what my 5-year plan looks like, or what my 10-year plan looks like. And other than that, I'm going to finish this with, because I didn't want this to be too long, I just wanted you to kind of, if you don't know me super well, get a little bit of an understanding about where my journey has kind of come from and where it will go into the future, and so we can just be real with one another. Did I just say that? Anyway, the last question I'm going to leave you with is what my favorite food would be, because after all, it's a food platform, so what are we all here for? and that is probably Mexican. I love nachos, corn chips. Is it the salt? I don't know. Love them. Every birthday, I'll eat Mexican. In fact, every week, I would eat nachos. Anyway, there's lots of other food things I like, which I will be sharing with you in coming videos. The other thing that I was gonna say is, oh, fun things that are coming up. I'm releasing a kind of like extended newsletter version. That doesn't even make sense. Basically, I'm just going to be releasing like roughly 5 recipes that'll come as like a downloadable printable thing, which you can just press purchase and then download it to whichever device that you would like. And a really good friend of mine and I, that doesn't even make sense. My friend Bronte and I. Anyway, Bronte and I are going to be creating a completely vegan cookbook, which is going to be filled with heaps of really easy ways you can make staple ingredients vegan. Firstly, mayonnaise. That'll be one of the recipes in there. So you can kind of get the idea. We're trying to work with you guys about how you can eat a more plant-based diet easier, and that it shouldn't be overwhelming or kind of like difficult for people to do. We want to make it as easy as possible. So you can look forward to that. And I'm really excited to do it as well because I loved making my first ebook, which if you haven't seen it or would like to purchase a copy, I'll just leave a little description down here, and you can send me an email. Other than that, if you would like to keep up to date with these videos, I'm going to be trying to upload 1 a week, but we'll see how we go. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Say bye, Sunny. She's really tired. Say bye.